Yes, everyone. Very good evening, everyone. Now, first let me know, is the voice and audio and video are clear or not? Voice is audible, video is clear. First, can you give me a green signal about the audio video so that we can proceed? Everyone. Okay, everyone is clear. So, how are you all? Everyone fine? How is the preparation going on? I hope everyone is preparing well for the examination, and I am confident about that. Advanced accounting preparation is also going good. Let me know this first. How is the preparation going on? You all know that now 30 days are left. You need to use this time very much effectively. What always I say that if you can use the last 30 days effectively, believe me, you can easily pass the examination. This last 30 days is very important. I am also very good. Yes, great. Good. Very good. Now, so we'll take today which chapter for revision? We'll take branch accounting. I hope you all are ready with my AS Saaransh book as well as the expected question. So today we'll take the revision of branch accounting. Can we start the revision? Whatever doubt you have, respond, yeah, reply whatever I'm asking in the live chat box so that there is two-way interaction. Got this point? Yes, sir. Now, coming to the branch accounting. So this branch accounting chapter has been divided into two parts. Means branch are of two types. One is known as dependent branch, one is known as independent branch. From the point of view of maintenance of books of account, means actually all branch are dependent on head office, but only for accounting purpose the branch are of two types. One is known as dependent, one is known as independent. When I say dependent branch, it means they are dependent on head office for the preparation of their books of account. Means they will not maintain any books of account of their own. Means for them head office will maintain their books of account. When I say independent branch, it means they will maintain their own set of books of account. Got this point? Then of course there will be one foreign branch. The foreign branch will be the last topic of this particular chapter, and that is also important from examination point of view. So foreign branch are always independent branch because they need to maintain their books of account in foreign currency. So of course they will be independent branch maintaining their own set of books of account. Got this point? Yes, sir. So what I am saying, there are two types of branch. One we can say inland branch and foreign branch. Inland branch can be dependent and independent. However, foreign branch will be always independent branch. So first what we'll do, I will teach you dependent branch, then I'll come to independent branch, then I will discuss the foreign branch. In this order we'll go. Correct? Now coming to the dependent branch, before that we need to understand कि sometime what happened, goods are sent by head office to branch at cost price, and sometimes goods are sent by head office to branch at invoice price. Means there can be two type of question. From the question you need to identify whether goods are sent by head office to branch at cost price or goods are sent by head office to branch at invoice price. So goods may be sent by head office to branch at cost price or goods are sent by head office to branch at invoice price. So can you say when the goods are sent by head office to branch at cost price, in that case, can I say there is no load margin. But whenever we say goods are sent by head office at invoice price, so what do you mean by invoice price? Invoice price is equal to cost price plus load. Now what is this load? Load is nothing but the profit added by head office in the cost price, profit added by head office in the cost price. So this is known as load. I'll come back to this point, but there can be two type of question: when goods are sent by head office to branch at cost and goods are sent by head office to branch at invoice price. From the information given the question, you need to find out that. Sometimes question says that goods are sent at wholesale price. Wholesale price, what is wholesale price? I'm coming to that point again. But first I will teach you dependent branch. Now in case of dependent branch, the profit of branch can be calculated by three methods. Means under these there are how many methods prescribed? Three methods are prescribed. First is known as what? Debtor method. Second is known as stock and debtor method, and the last one is known as final account method. Final account method is nothing but preparing trading and profit and loss account. That is very simple, that you will be able to understand. However, I need to explain you what is debtor method and what is stock and debtor method. First, I will explain you stock and debtor method. Once you have understood stock and debtor method, it will be very easy for me to explain you debtor method. From my point of view, in examination, normally they ask a question from either debtor method or stock and debtor method. Normally, but it is not. It is quite possible sometimes they may ask you question about final account system also. So of course we need to understand that. But out of these three methods, which one is popular? Stock and debtor method is popular from examination point of view. Got this point? And whenever goods are invoiced at wholesale price, in that case, one special method is that is known as what? Wholesale branch method. What is wholesale branch method? That I will discuss at the end. That will be a specific question related to wholesale branch price method. In that case, what need to be done, that I will explain at the end. Sometimes they may ask for 4 marks, 5 marks. This question also means if you have done all these, but if you don't know this, so it is quite possible you will not be able to attempt. So overall knowledge is required. Got this point? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, correct. So first I will teach you what is stock and debtor method. Then I will teach you debtor method. Then I will teach you final account method, and the last will come to wholesale branch method. Understood? Now what is the objective of this method? The objective of this method to calculate profit of branch in the books of head office. Means all these whatever books of account, means whatever books of account we are doing right now, that is maintained head office books. So who is calculating profit of branch? Profit of branch is calculated in head office books. Means all the accounts related to branch will maintain in the head office book. Correct? So who will calculate profit? Head office will calculate profit of branch at head office. Got this point? So what is the objective? Objective is to calculate branch profit. In head office book. Got this point? Yes, sir. Now coming to first, I will teach you which method, stock and debtor method. Very simple. Now whenever we say stock and debtor method, you need to prepare basically 4 mandatory account. Means there are 4 account which are mandatory. Means in every question to maintain that 4 account. Other account will depend upon the information given the question. First account is what? Branch stock account. Second will be branch debtor account. Third account will be branch adjustment account, and fourth account will be branch profit and loss account. These 4 account is mandatory in every question, whether question demand or not demand. These 4 account need to be prepared in every question. Correct? Now what is the use of branch stock account? Branch stock account is used to calculate surplus. Now what is surplus? That I will explain. Correct? Now the branch stock account will be prepared to calculate surplus. Branch debtor account is nothing but to find out the cash collection from debtor. So what is the use of branch debtor account? It is as simple as we prepare any other debtor account. Got this point? So branch debtor account is nothing but to record credit sales and to find out cash collection from debtor. Cash collection from debtor. Understood? And branch adjustment account is used to calculate gross profit. Will calculate gross profit by preparing branch adjustment account. It is as simple as trading account. It is as simple as trading account. The branch adjustment account will be used to calculate what? Calculate what? Below gross profit. At the end, we'll prepare branch profit and loss account, and from branch profit and loss account, we'll calculate the net profit. Net profit of branch. Net profit of branch in head office book. Correct? So can you repeat with me? Everyone need to repeat with me, even though I am virtually right now available with you, but you need to say whatever I am saying. 1 second, batao. A branch stock account will be used to calculate surplus. Will be used to calculate surplus. Second, branch debtor account will be used to find out cash collection from debtor. Cash collection from debtor. Yes, sir. Branch adjustment account will be used to calculate gross profit. Gross profit of branch. Correct. And the last, branch profit and loss account will be used to calculate what? Net profit of branch in head office book. Are you responding? Bolo, are you able to follow me? Yes sir, no sir. You need to say yes sir, no sir in live chat box so that I can understand you are feeling my emotions. If you will not feel right now my emotions, you will get motions in exam hall. Got this point? You need to respond yes sir, no sir in the live chat box. Are you with me? Everyone respond fast. Yes, sir. Naresh, I got your answer. Purudi, Ashwini, Sayyad. Yes, sir. Only four students has said yes, sir. What about other? I want yes, sir, from everyone. Then only I will proceed. Okay, sir. Correct. So I think only 4 or 5% is with me. Balance is what? Hawa. They are sleeping or what? Correct. Okay, I got yes, sir, from Raj Ram also. Raja Ram also. Okay, thanks a lot for responding. Okay, can we restart? So once again, under stock and debtor method, four accounts are mandatory. First is what? Can you repeat with me? Branch stock account, branch debtor account, branch adjustment account, branch PL account. Other account will depend upon the information given the question. Correct. So the other account can be branch expense account, that will prepare only when demanded in the question, otherwise will not prepare branch expense account. Got this point? Branch cash account, you can say also this is also one type of mandatory account, but branch cash account will be prepared only when branch has opening and closing cash balance. So you can say this is also mandatory. Normally branch cash account also be prepared. Got this point? But other account will depend upon information given the question. Other account will be goods sent to branch account, will be prepared only when demanded. Will be prepared only when demanded. Branch asset account will be prepared only when demanded. Stock reserve account will prepare only when demanded. Got this point? Now let us understand how to prepare all this account. First will be branch stock account. Why we are preparing branch stock account? To calculate surplus. To calculate surplus, you can see the closing balance is what? The balancing figure is what? To surplus. The objective of preparing branch stock account is what? Is what? To calculate surplus. This branch stock account is prepared at invoice price. Is prepared at invoice price. Correct? So normally in the question they will say goods are sent at invoice price. Goods are sent at invoice price. So this will be prepared at invoice price. So opening balance we write down to opening balance. This is to opening stock. To balance brought down means this is the to opening stock, and you can see correct now. So this will be what? At invoice price. At invoice price. Then whatever goods are sent by head office to branch, that will be debited. Means what will do? Two goods sent to branch at invoice price. Means can I say your stock will increase if the goods are sent by head office to branch? The branch stock will increase. Branch stock will increase. So what journal entry we are doing? Branch stock account debit to goods sent to branch. Branch stock account debit to goods sent to branch. Understood? So your branch stock will increase. The simple rule is what? Any increase in stock will be debited. Any decrease in stock will be credited. The rule is what? Any increase in stock will be debited. Any decrease in stock will be credited. So opening stock you have written. Then goods sent to branch. So of course branch stock will increase. The branch stock account debit to goods sent to branch. Understood? Correct. Now if there is some cash sale, so can you say if there is cash sale, the branch stock will decrease. So what journal entry will do? Branch cash account debit to branch cash account debit to branch stock account. You can see we have written by branch cash account. Can you see your stock will decrease? This will be at cash sale price. Cash sale price means whatever sale price given the question, at that amount will do the journal entry. Got this point? If there is some credit sales, so credit sale, what will journal entry? Branch debtor account debit to branch stock account. So once again branch stock will decrease. Branch stock will decrease means the branch stock account will be created. By branch debtor you can see credit sales. So this branch stock account will decrease. Understood? Correct? Understood? To opening stock you have written. Goods sent to branch you have written. Are you getting what I am saying? Opening stock you have written. Goods sent to branch you have written. Goods sent to branch you have written. Correct? Then cash sales you have written, credit sales you have written. Correct? Now there can be some goods returned to the head office. If suppose goods are returned by branch to head office, so once again branch stock will decrease. So what journal entry will do? Goods sent to branch. We see your goods sent to branch will reduce. So goods sent to branch stock account. So you can see by goods sent to branch return at invoice price. Correct? Understood? Normally these are the information given the question. So you can see opening stock, goods sent to branch, cash sales, credit sales, and goods returned to head office. If suppose there is some sales return, so you need to pass the journal entry of sales return also. In that case, can I say once again branch stock will increase, so your journal entry will what? So sales return is normally by credit customer, so your journal entry of branch stock will increase. So branch stock account debit to branch debtor. Branch stock account debit to branch debtor. So you have written to branch debtor at sale price only, to branch debtor. Understood? Have you understood this point? Now in this account normally three information you need to find out. Means what are the information? Either they will ask you to find out surplus, or they will ask you to find out abnormal loss, or they will ask you to find out closing stock. Means either of these three will not be given in the question. Can I say if surplus is known, so either the balancing figure will be abnormal loss or closing stock. That will depend upon whether abnormal loss is given or closing stock is given. If closing stock is given, then abnormal loss will be the balancing figure. If surplus can be calculated, so we need to first calculate surplus. Okay, surplus will be calculated because surplus can be calculated. If you know the surplus, just try to understand. Okay, surplus will be sale price minus invoice price will be surplus. Understood? So sale price minus invoice price will be surplus. Now let me explain you what actually I want to say. Just try to understand. Just try to understand. Just try to understand. Suppose the cost price of the goods sent is 100. Invoice price is equal to 125 and the sale price is 150. If the sale price is 150, so this difference is known as surplus, and this difference is known as load, and load plus surplus is known as gross profit. Load plus surplus is known as gross profit. Understood? So sale price minus invoice price is surplus. Sale price minus invoice price is surplus. Invoice price minus cost price is load. Invoice price minus cost price load, and load plus surplus is known as gross profit. From gross profit, if you deduct all the indirect expense, you got what? Net profit. You'll get net profit. Understood? Correct. So from branch stock account, we are calculating surplus. Surplus means what? Sale price minus invoice price. So okay, sale price will be given the question, invoice price will be given the question. The difference you can calculate surplus. So you can see in this case surplus is what? 25. Now if suppose sales has been given, suppose sales is equal to 1 lakh. If the sales amount has been given, that is nothing but cash sales and credit sales. So if you know the total sales, so you can apply the simple formula 25 divided by 150. So it means you can calculate surplus in this case. So surplus can be calculated if surplus can be calculated if sale price and invoice price given the question. Understood? So can you see you can easily calculate surplus from this account? You can easily calculate surplus from this account. Then balancing figure will be either abnormal loss or closing stock. Either it will be abnormal loss or closing stock. That will depend upon whether abnormal loss is given the question. If abnormal loss is given the question, then the balancing figure will be closing stock. If the closing stock is given the question, then balancing figure will be abnormal loss. Understood this point? Yes. पहले बताओ yes or no. Have you understood this much? Everyone respond. बोलो. Then I will explain with one question everything. Don't worry about that. First, let me explain you all the account. Correct. So what is the note given? Surplus is equal to sale price minus invoice price. If the sale price per unit is given the question, surplus will be calculated by applying sales into surplus divided by sale price. You can easily calculate surplus. Now, in that case, the balancing figure of this account may be abnormal loss or closing stock as per the information given the question. As per the information given the question. But sometime what happened? The sale price per unit means the sale price per unit is not given the question. Can you say in that case you can't calculate the surplus? So if the sale price per unit is not given the question, in that case you can't calculate surplus. In that case, can you say, of course, they will provide you abnormal loss and closing stock. If they have given abnormal loss and closing stock, it means surplus can be calculated as a balancing figure. Surplus can be calculated as a balancing figure. So sometimes sale price per unit is not given the question. In that case, surplus will be calculated as a balancing figure. Then surplus will be calculated as balancing figure. Understood this point? Yes, sir. So if the sale price per unit is not given the question, balancing figure of the account will be treated as under. If the balance is coming, listen. If the balance is coming in the debit side, if the balance is coming in debit side, so of course can I say it will be surplus? It will be surplus. But if the balance is coming credit side, then it cannot be surplus. Then it cannot be surplus. So it will be known as shortage, and shortage is nothing but abnormal loss. Shortage is nothing but abnormal loss. Correct? Or it can be closing stock as per the information given the question. But if the balance is coming credit side, balancing figure will be closing stock or abnormal loss if closing stock is given the question. This you need to understand. This will be, you will understand only with the information given the question. Only with the information given the question. I hope branch stock account you have understood. Branch stock account you have understood. Correct? So normally goods are sent by head office to branch at invoice price. Normally goods are sent by head office to branch at invoice price. But you only say if suppose goods are sent, by head office branch at cost price, then it will maintain the cost price. Correct now? So in that case, your surplus will be sale price minus cost price only. Got this point? So whenever goods are sent by head office to branch at cost price, then this branch stock account will maintain a cost price. In that case, can you say the surplus will be nothing but invoice sale price minus cost price. In that case, can you gross profit will be equal to surplus only. Gross profit will be equal to surplus. That will depend upon the information given the question. To read the question carefully, whether goods are sent at cost price or goods are sent at invoice price. Got this much? This much over. Then we'll prepare branch debtor account. Branch debtor account is very easy. Opening debtor we write on opening debtor. Correct? Then can I say credit sales will be added यहाँ पर. So credit sales, what is journal entry? Branch debtor account debit to branch stock account. You can see to branch stock, credit sales will come. Then any cash collection from debtor, what journal entry? Branch cash account. Branch cash account will increase. Branch cash account debit to branch debtor. You can see branch cash account will come यहाँ पर. Understood? And if there is some bad debt, so what journal entry will do? Bad debt account debit debtor. If there is some discount allowed, so discount allowed debit to debtor. Correct now? So all the bad debt and discount allowed will be directly transferred to branch PL account. So we write on branch PL account, we write on discount, bad debt, etc. If there is some sales return, the sales return what journal entry? Sales return what will journal entry? Branch stock will increase. Branch stock to branch debtor. So by branch stock this will be at sale price, and then we can easily calculate the closing balance. Means this debtor account is very easy. I hope you have understood that there is nothing to explain in debtor account. Got this point? So this is opening balance. This is credit sales. Then cash collection from debtor. then any bad debt, then any discount allowed, then any sales return, and this will be closing balance. So normally in exam question they will not give you cash collection from debtor. So can you say if they have given opening balance or closing balance, you can find out the missing information as cash collection from debtor. Cash collection from debtor. So this can be the missing figure. Understood? Sometimes what questions say that the branch has directly, means the branch has directly transferred the collection from debtor to HO. Understood? If they have remitted the entire amount directly to HO, then will not do this journal entry with what? Branch cash account. Then directly will say that it will be transferred to HO. Then your journal entry will be HO cash account. HO cash means head office cash account, because head office cash will increase. So head office cash account debit to branch debtor. That will depend upon the information given in the question. Understood? Branch debtor account is clear. Yes, sir. Now we need to prepare branch cash account. The branch cash account opening cash will be given. Opening cash will be given. Then if there is any cash sales, so cash sales will increase branch cash account. Then collection from debtor to branch debtor we write down. Understood? Then any branch expenses. If suppose there is some branch expenses paid by branch only, so branch cash will decrease. So what journal entry? Branch expense account debit to branch cash. So branch by branch expense we write down. And whatever amount remitted to HO, whatever amount remitted to HO, that will be given the question, or you need to find out as the balancing figure of this account. So amount remitted to HO, what journal entry? HO cash account debit to branch cash. Branch cash will decrease and HO cash will increase. Correct? So we write down 2 by HO cash. This is the amount remitted by branch to HO, and this will become closing balance. This will become closing balance. So in this account, normally we need to find out this as balancing figure. We need to find out this as a balancing figure. Understood? Means that will also depend upon information given the question. What information missing, that you need to find out from the information given the question. Chalega? Understood? Sometimes cash are sent by HO, sometimes cash are sent by HO to branch. So can I say branch cash will increase and HO cash will decrease? So what journal entry will do? Branch cash account debit to HO cash. So you get 2 HO cash we write down as per the information given in the question. Correct? Understood? So this branch cash account will be prepared always whenever the opening balance of branch cash and closing balance of branch cash is given. But sometime you will find out that opening balance of branch cash and closing balance of branch cash is not given. In that case, you need to take one assumption that whatever collection from customer, that is directly remitted to what? Head office. In that case branch is not maintaining any cash. Means whatever collection is there, whatever cash collected, that will be directly remitted to HO. In that case will not maintain branch cash account. Correct? So branch cash account will not be prepared if cash sales and collection from debtor is immediately transferred to HO. Understood this point? This point will be given the question. It means we are not supposed to prepare branch cash account in that case. Got this point? Whenever opening balance and closing balance of branch cash account is not given the question, it will be assumed that cash sales and collection from debtor is immediately transferred to HO. That assumption is implied assumption. In that case, it is quite possible we need to maintain branch petty cash account. Branch petty cash account. So branch petty cash account means that is for small expenses. Only some small expenses will be incurred by the branch. So in that case, branch will have petty cash account. Got this point? Yes, sir. Now let me come to, because this branch expense account, branch fixed asset account, goods sent to branch. Correct? This will be prepared only as per the information given in the question. If they ask, then only will prepare, otherwise will not prepare. Normally they don't ask because the question will be of 6 to, means I will say 5 to 6 marks. So in that they will ask you 4 to 5 account only. Correct? Means of course I will explain you how to prepare if the question demand. Don't worry about that. Chalega? Yes, sir. But can you say after that branch adjustment account is compulsory? Branch adjustment account? Correct now. So can you say we'll start this branch adjustment account with what? Opening stock reserve. Opening stock reserve means any load. Load means what? Load means invoice price minus cost price. Means as per our example, load will be 125 minus 100. So can you see opening stock? Because opening stock we recorded invoice price, it includes some profit of head office that need to be eliminated, that need to be also recorded. So opening stock reserve and closing stock reserve will be recorded in branch adjustment account. Can you say surplus already calculated? Now if we add load into surplus, we'll get gross profit. Correct? Understood? So you can see we add on opening stock reserve, and we write down closing stock reserve. So we write down buy opening stock reserve and the two closing stock reserve. Correct? So in stock we need to calculate what? In the stock we need to calculate the load portion. So how to calculate? Suppose the closing stock reserve is given 1 lakh. Suppose closing stock they have given 1 lakh. So we write down load divide by invoice price. Correct? So invoice price per unit will be given, load we can calculate. So whatever closing stock into load divide by invoice price will be the load margin, so we have written opening stock reserve, then two closing stock reserve. Similarly, can you say goods sent to branch? Whatever goods have been sent by head office to branch, that was at invoice price. In that also we need to eliminate the load point. So we write on two goods sent to branch with the load amount. Similarly, whatever goods returned by branch to head office, that has been also recorded in invoice price. So in that we need to also eliminate load portion. Correct? We write on buy goods sent to branch at what? Load. At load means, in simple word, whatever you have maintained at invoice price. If you see branch stock account, opening stock was at what? Opening stock was at invoice price, goods sent to branch at invoice price. Correct? Now goods sent to means goods returned by branch at invoice price, closing stock was at invoice price, and this abnormal loss, this shortage was also at invoice price. So whatever you are maintaining at invoice price, that includes some load margin, so that load need to be eliminated. So in simple word, whatever amount you have credited, in branch stock account, that will be debited to branch adjustment account to eliminate that, to remove that, to nullify that. Means if from credit, if to credit amount we have debited some amount, so that is nullified. Simply, whatever amount you have debited, whatever amount you have debited in branch stock account, that will be credited in branch adjustment account to eliminate that load. Understood? So in this amount, multiply, means with this amount multiplied by load divide by invoice price, with this amount multiply by load in divide by invoice price. Same thing we can do, and we need to write down in which account? Branch adjustment account. So this become opening stock reserve. Opening stock reserve means load in opening stock. Then goods sent to branch means this is load on goods sent. Then closing stock reserve means this is load on closing stock. Then it is load on goods return, and then abnormal loss, also goods, whatever load in abnormal loss, that need to be also eliminated. And then we'll add surplus, means whatever surplus you have calculated in branch stock account will be transferred to branch adjustment account. Correct? So to transfer surplus from branch stock account to branch adjustment account, we'll pass one journal entry, branch stock account debit to branch adjustment account. The branch adjustment account will be credited with the amount of surplus. You can see surplus has been transferred. So surplus plus load will be gross profit, and from this we'll calculate gross profit, and this gross profit will be transferred to PL account, and we have written to branch PL account. Means we have transferred gross profit from branch adjustment account to branch PL account. We have transferred gross profit from branch adjustment account to branch PL account. What journal entry we have done? Branch adjustment account debit to branch PL account. You can see this gross profit has been transferred to branch PL account. Then all the expenses will be debited here. All the expenses, whatever expenses we have already recorded, so all the branch expenses will be debited. All the bad debt will be debited. All the discount allowed will be debited. If there is some depreciation on fixed asset, that will be also debited. If any abnormal loss at cost price, means from abnormal loss you have already eliminated load in the branch adjustment account. Now balance portion is cost price, that abnormal loss at cost price will be also debited, and the balancing figure will be net profit, which will be transferred to general PL account of head office. So whatever net profit you have calculated, that will be transferred to general profit and loss account of head office. Understood? Have you understood this much? After this, we'll take one question. Now, balance account, I will explain with the question. Have you understood? Badao. Can you repeat with me? Whatever I have said, have you understood or not? If you say yes, sir, then only I will proceed. Raja Ram, yes sir. Naresh, yes sir, I got. Prudi, yes sir. You can also say no sir, then I will repeat again. Okay, understood? Excellent, मजा आ रहा है? Are you enjoying? Are you enjoying or not? Very good. Taslim, yes sir. Fazil, yes sir. What is this? Thangar, Thangamari. Thangamari. It is pronunciation correct now. Sometime what happen when I read the name, the pronunciation may be wrong. So please don't mind on that. Okay. So can I proceed if you have understood this? So can I take one question if you allow me? Can I take one question if you allow me? To come to one question. One question. This with this question, most of the point will be what? Clear. Yes, sir. The empires store invoice goods to their various branch at cost. At cost. This is at cost. Means goods are sent by head office to branch at cost. Whenever goods are sent by head office to branch at cost, means the branch stock account will maintain a cost price. Whenever branch stock account is maintained a cost price, can you say the load elimination is not required? Then the branch adjustment account is not, means there is no need to eliminate load. Understood now? Correct? And the branch sale on credit as well as for cash. For the following details relating to Bombay branch, prepare the necessary account in the head office. You can see all the information given. Can we do it? Without, we need to prepare which account. First, we'll prepare branch stock account. Now I don't add cost price, add CP. Correct? Add CP. You are also, you need to also prepare. Okay, don't be idle. Don't watch movie right now. I am not an actor, I am a teacher, and I can understand whether you are writing or not. If you are not writing, I will understand that you are not writing because I can understand all your emotions. Then branch debtor account. Then just see whether cash account means cash balance given or not. If given means we need to prepare branch cash account also. You can cash balance given, you need to prepare branch cash account also. Understood? Write on branch cash account. Then can you see in this case whenever goods are sent by branch to what? Whenever goods are sent by head office to branch at cost price, in that case branch adjustment account is not required. Means directly you can pay branch PL account. Branch PL account. Understood? Yes sir. Means branch adjustment account is prepared only when the goods are sent at invoice price. Whenever goods are sent at invoice price. Can we start? Okay. Now let us, whatever information given, write down first. Debtor opening balance, closing balance given. So opening balance write down debtor. Write down two balance brought down. How much given? 26,200. By closing balance, how much given? It is given 31,100. Chalo, we'll do in this way. Understood? Then cash balance given 300. So write down two opening balance. Two balance brought down 300. Okay, sir. Then opening stock is given how much? 15,000. So opening stock write down 2 balance brought down how much? 15,000. This is at cost price. Then they were given closing stock. Closing stock is given 13,900. Write down closing stock by carried down 13,900. 13,900. Then they were given good received from head office. So good received from head office is nothing but goods sent to branch. So write down 2 goods sent to branch. Goods sent to branch. How much? It is given 50,800. Write down 50,800. Yes, sir. Then they will given cash received from head office. Cash received from head office. So branch cash will increase and HO cash will decrease. So cash received from head office. So write down 2 HO cash. 2 HO cash. How much cash received is 1500. 1500 received. Okay, sir. Then goods return to head office, means goods return to head office. So your branch stock will decrease. We write down in branch stock by goods sent to branch. Goods sent to branch. How much return? That is 700. 700 return. Understood? Then cash sale. So cash sale means we write down buy branch cash. By branch cash. So of course cash will increase and your stock will decrease. So branch cash, how much? 33,500. And this will be posted in branch cash account. We write down in branch cash to branch stock account. To branch stock account. In bracket you can add on cash sales if you want to write down. It is 33,500. 33,500. Then what is given? Credit sales. So credit sales means what? Branch debtor account will increase. Branch debtor to what? Branch stock will decrease. To write down in stock account by branch debtor 60,000, and your debtor will also increase. To come to debtor account, write down to branch stock how much? 60,000. Are you able to follow me? Yes, sir. Then allowance to customer. Allowance to customer means this is nothing but one type of discount. So that will be transferred to PL. To write down by branch PL. And by giving hyphen write down allowance. Allowance. How much allowance to the customer? 320. Okay, this will be transferred to PL account. To come to PL account, give the double effect. Don't wait. Means do double entry system. Follow double entry system. So 2, you write down branch debtor. Write down allowance. What is the allowance? 320. 320. Then after allowance, return from customer. Return from customer means sales return. Sales return means what? Your data will decrease and stock will increase. Correct? So what journal entry will do? What journal entry? Branch stock account debit to branch debtor. So in branch stock, write down 2 branch debtor. This is sales return. Sales return is how much? That is 580. 580. And in debtor account, write down by branch stock 580. Understood? Then once again they have given discount allowed and bad debt. So discount allowed and bad debt will be also transferred to PL. So we write down in debtor account by branch PL account. How much discount? Discount is given how much? That is 2,400. And bad debt is how much? Bad debt is 600. Understood? This point have you understood or not? Got this point? Yes, sir. So bad debt is what? 600. This will be both posted in what? Branch PL account. So write down branch PL account. Here you write down discount. What was the amount of discount? 2,400. What is the bad debt? Bad debt is what? 600. 600. Yes, sir. Then remittance to head office. Remittance to head office means what? Amount has been transferred by branch to HO. So your HO cash will increase and branch cash will decrease. So that come to branch cash account and then buy HO cash. HO cash. So how much remittance? Remittance is 74,900. 74,900. Got this point? Then they give rents and taxes, wages, salary. So these are expenses paid by. Nothing is given. So of course, these are expense paid by branch. Expense paid by branch. So can you see your expense? You write down by branch expense. Correct? How much? How much? Rent and rates. How much? It is 1,800. Then wages and salaries. Wages and salaries. How much? 6,000. 6,000. Then they will generate trade charges. Generate trade charges how much? Generate trade charges 1,300. 1,300. Can you see all these will be debited to which account? Branch PL account. To branch expense will be debited to PL account. So we can add on 2 branch expense, you can add on in total, you can add on separate, separate. Correct now. So what are the separate amount? 1800 means you write down rent and rates, then wages and salaries 6000. Then what? Goods general trade tranches is 1300, 1300. Then normal loss. But what journal entry will do for normal loss? You say. What journal entry will do for normal loss? Everyone respond. What journal entry will do for normal loss? Everyone fast. No entry, very good. Normal is no entry, so that you need to ignore. So whenever normal is given, that is given to confuse you. No journal entry for that. Abnormal loss, yes. So can you say for abnormal loss, what your branch stock will decrease? So you should write down in your branch stock by abnormal loss, and this abnormal loss will be also transferred to PL. What is the amount of abnormal loss? 3000. Amount of abnormal loss 3000. Correct. Then transfer this abnormal loss directly to what? PL account. To abnormal loss, how much? 3000. Understood this much? All point done. Now we need to find out the balance amount. So now if you see, you need to find out what? You need to find out surplus. So you can see in this particular question the sale price is not given. You can see sale price is not given. So if sale price is not given, you can't calculate surplus. In that case, if the balancing figure is coming in debit side, it will be surplus, and the balancing figure is coming credit side, it will be either abnormal loss or closing stock. You can see both are given, means it is understood that balancing figure will come in credit side. Can you calculate it? What is surplus? 700 plus 33,500 plus 60,000 plus 3,000 plus 13,900 minus 15,000 minus 50,800 minus 580. How much? It is 44 720. Because we are not preparing branch adjustment account. Why we are not preparing branch adjustment account? Who will respond first? Why we are not preparing branch adjustment account? So this will be surplus transferred to branch PL account. This will be transferred to branch PL account. Is it correct? Amount is correct? Yes, amount is correct. 44,720. Understood? So this will be transferred to branch PL account. Who will respond? Why in this particular question we are not preparing branch adjustment account? Respond fast. One chocolate to you. Respond fast. And you know that when I commit, I give chocolate. Very good. Prudhi, your answer is correct because we are maintaining, because this branch stock account is maintained at cost price and it means there is no load. So Prudhi, just WhatsApp me. Don't write down its live chat box. WhatsApp me your Google Pay number in my WhatsApp number. Correct? You know my WhatsApp number. Correct? Prudhi, I got first answer from Prudhi. So I'll give chocolate to Prudhi only. Correct? Understood? So Prudhi, don't write down in live chat box your number. Correct? It will be viral. Don't write down. WhatsApp me your Google Pay number in my WhatsApp number. I'll Google Pay you the chocolate in your Google Pay account. Understood? And you know when I commit, I always give chocolate. Yes or no? Yes. So this will be transferred to what? Branch PL account, and we write down. Here we write down by branch stock account. You can add on surplus. Surplus, how much we calculated? 44,720. 44,720. Yes, sir. So this account is over. Now branch that account. You can see from my point of view, all information is given and there will be no balancing figure. Just check it, because in this cash collection has been given. Cash collection not given. Balancing figure will come. So balancing figure will be by branch cash account. So this is nothing but cash collected from data. How much amount is coming? 26,200 plus 60,000 minus 320 minus 580 minus 2,400 minus 600 minus 31,100. how much it is coming? 51,200, and this is nothing but branch cash, and this will be transferred to branch cash account, means branch cash will increase. Understood? So you can write down to branch debtor account, to branch debtor account, how much? 51,200. 51,200. Can you say from branch cash account? You can see they have not given closing balance, so we can find out closing balance of what? Closing balance of branch cash account. Calculate 300 plus 1500 plus 33,500 plus 51,200 minus 74,900 minus 1800 minus 6,000 minus 1,300. So what is the closing balance coming? 2,500. Just correct me if I am wrong. Correct me if I am wrong. Correct. So 2,500 become closing balance, and now we can close branch PL account and find out net profit, and that net profit will transfer to general PL account. Correct. Can you find out? 44,720 minus 320 minus 2,400 minus 600 minus 1800 minus 6,000 minus 1,300, correct, and minus 3,000. How much it is coming? 29,300. So 29,300 will be the net profit, will be transferred to general PL account. This entire one question done. Any doubt? Any doubt you can ask me. So you can see this is also correct, this is also correct, and the profit 29,300 is also correct. So it means we are doing correct only. Okay, sir. Have you understood? If this much you have understood, give me a green signal that yes sir, this much we have understood. Then I can also explain with this particular question debtor method also. So with this particular question I will also explain debtor method. So with one question I am explaining two methods. This is stock and debtor method, you have understood. The stock and debtor method you have understood. Now I will also explain debtor method from this particular question. But if you have understood, give me a green signal. Yes sir, understood. Yes sir. So now what I will do, with the same question I will explain debtor method. Now under debtor method, we don't prepare this much account in the books of head office. We prepare only one account, that is branch account. Only one account is maintained, branch account. Correct? Just try to understand. A simple rule is what? Only we record in this branch account the transaction between branch and head office. Means whatever transaction we have entered right now between branch and head office will be recorded in this account. Any transaction between branch and other party will not be recorded in this account. For example, if I say bad debt, so that is a transaction between branch and their debtor, that will not be recorded here. For example, if I say goods sent by head office branch, that is a transaction between head office and branch, that will be recorded here. Correct? Means this is nothing but only you need to understand from this what will come and what will not come. I have just given hint. So first this account will start with opening balance. We run on two balance brought down. Can you give me what is branch stock, branch debtor and branch cash? All are given the question. The branch stock, can you give me? Means you need to do by your own. I am also doing with you. Correct. But the opening balance of branch debtor is how much? 26,200. Then opening balance stock is how much? 15,000. And opening balance of cash is how much? That is 300. Understood? Correct. Means all the asset opening balance return. Then we write down by balance brought down. If there is some liability, branch liability, that will also come here. But you can see in this question there is no opening liability. So there is no opening liability, there is no write down. Same thing at the end of this account, we write down to balance brought down, and all the closing asset we write down. Branch debtor, branch stock, and branch cash. So branch debtor is given how much? It is 31,100. Branch stock is given how much? Bull 13,900. And you can see branch cash is not given. So whenever anything is not given, it means we need to prepare three account to find out missing figure. So what account we need to prepare? We need to prepare memorandum branch stock account as a working note, memorandum branch debtor account as a working note, and memorandum branch cash account as a working note. Correct? So already we are prepared and we know what is the closing cash. Can I say this will be now prepared as a working note? So 2,500 is the closing balance. We can write down. So this will be calculated as a balance sheet figure. This will be calculated as a balance sheet figure. Correct? Now all the account means all asset, all liability we have written. Now here we write down closing liability to branch liability means we write down to balance carried down, and we write down branch liability if any we write down, but in this question it is nil. Now you need to say whether that this transaction will come or not. Good received from head office, it will come or not? Yes, it will come. So write down to goods sent to branch, because this is a transaction between what? Head office and branch. It will come 50,800. Correct. Then what they have given? Cash received from head office means cash sent to branch. This will also come because this is a transaction between. To write down to HO cash. HO cash will decrease the branch account debit to HO cash. How much? It is how much? 1,500. 1,500. Yes, sir. Now cash sales will come. Cash sales will not come. Cash sales will not come because this is a transaction between debtor and branch and their debtor. Credit sales will also not come. Allowance to customer will also not come. Return from customer will also not come. Discount allowed to customer also will not come. Bad debt will also not come. Remittance to head office will come. Remittance to head office will come. So remittance to head office now is 74,900. So we write down because HO cash will increase. So HO cash account debit to branch account. We write down by HO cash. How much remittance? Remittance 74,900. 74,900. Correct? Understood. Whether rents and rates will come? No, because this is also not a transaction between head office and branch. Wages salaries will not come. General trade charges will not come. Normal loss will not be abnormal loss. Abnormal loss is also not a transaction between these two parties. Correct now. This will also not come. You can see this will be recorded, but as a part of working note in debtor account, stock account, and cash account to find out missing figure. You can see all the transactions we have written. Only this two will come, and one more will come. If suppose some goods are written, when there was goods written that I have missed it. This I have missed goods returned to head office. So we write down by goods sent to branch means goods returned by branch to head office. This I have missed it. So what was the amount? 700. That will come. That will come. So normally these are the transactions which will be recorded. So opening asset, opening liability, closing asset, closing liability, then goods sent to branch, cash sent to branch. Correct now. Then cash sent to branch, then cash returned to head office, goods returned to head office. Only this transaction. Other transaction will not be entered in this account. Have you understood this point? Sometimes expense are paid directly by head office on behalf of branch. So that is as simple as cash sent to branch. It is as simple as that will be recorded. So if expense is paid by head office on behalf of branch, that is a transaction between head office and branch, that will be recorded. But you can see if you find out the profit, you can find out general PL account how much it is coming. Just find out the balance sheet figure. So you'll see the same profit will come 74,900. 74,900 plus 700 plus 31,100 plus 13,900 plus 2,500 minus 15,000 minus 26,200 minus 300 minus 50,800 minus 1,500. What profit? Oh, you got 29,300. Jadoo ho gaya. Jadoo means same profit is coming. Means either you are following stock and debtor method in which you are preparing that much account, you can calculate same profit by using branch account, that is under debtor method. Have you understood this much? Means this preparation part, have you understood not? This is the account, branch account in the books of head office under debtor method. Under debtor method. Batao. Have you understood this much? You give me green signal, so I will understand that I need to proceed. I need to proceed. So one question I have done at cost price, one question I will do at invoice price. Please show branch stock account. Oh, I have not read your query at that point. This is the branch stock account at cost price. Naresh, now just see branch stock account. Have you understood? Ha. But suppose they have asked only to prepare branch account. In that case, what you will do? You need to prepare three working note. Working note number one, you need to prepare branch stock account as a working note. We call it memorandum branch stock account. So in exam also write down memorandum branch stock account because that is not a part of books of account. Whenever we prepare any account which is not a part of books of account, that is known as memorandum branch stock account. Memorandum will be added. Then one more account, memorandum branch debtor account and memorandum branch cash account. This will prepare as three working note which we have already done in stock and debtor method. Means ultimately time required for both method will be same because in this branch account, but we need to prepare these three accounts. So time required under both the method will be same. Now it means that the question is silent. Suppose they say calculate branch profit, means either you can use stock and debtor method or you can use debtor method as per your choice. As per your choice. Got this point? I will prefer stock and debtor method. I will prefer stock and debtor method over what? Debtor method. That is my personal choice. But you can, if you think that branch account is more easier to prepare, you can also follow that method also. Got this point? Now, can I take one question with invoice price? That will be thoda sa interesting. Come to question number 2. The Bombay trader invoice goods to his Delhi at cost. This is at cost. I will not do this. I want to take one question at what? Invoice price. This question. Question 3. Why is paid invoice goods to his branch at cost plus 20%? Whenever there is a cost plus 20%, this become invoice price. But what is the cost price? Cost price 100. So what is the invoice price? Invoice price become 120. Okay. The branch sells goods for cash as well as on credit. Means sale price, sales is done at cash as well as credit. The branch meet its expense out of cash collected from debtor and the cash sales and remit the balance of cash to head office after withholding 10,000 necessary for meeting the immediate requirement. It means can I say branch cash account is maintained and opening balance and closing balance of branch cash from this information it is understood will be 10,000 only. On 31st March 2001, the asset at the branch were as follow. Opening cash is given 10,000. Debtor given 3,84,000. Opening stock, you can see they have given at invoice price 1080. Now, if it is given at cost price, you can convert cost price into invoice price. Correct? So when they have say goods are sent at invoice price, prepare branch stock account at invoice price only. Correct? Furniture and fitting means this is opening branch fixed asset. During the accounting year end 31st March 2002, the invoice price of goods dispatched by the head office to branch amounted to rupees 1 crore 32 lakh. Means this is goods sent to branch, goods sent to branch. Out of the good received by it, the branch sent back to head office goods invoice rupees 70,000. Means can you say this is goods returned by branch to head office? Other transaction of the branch during the year: cash sales, credit sales, cash collected by branch from credit customer, cash discount, returned by customer, bad debt, expense. On 1st Jan 2002, the branch purchased new furniture of rupees 1 lakh for which payment was made by head office through check. Okay, sir. So one new furniture was purchased on 31st March 2002. Branch expenses amounting rupees 6,000 were outstanding. So again, this become branch liability, closing liability. So be careful, this is closing liability. And the cash in hand was again 10,000. Furniture is subject to depreciation at a rate of 16% per annum under diminishing balance method. Prepare branch account. Now they have said prepare branch account. So of course, can I say in exam you use debtor method? So but can I say I can do both the methods so that you can understand emotions of both the method. So first I will do stock and debtor method. Then I will do what? Then I will do with the same question with what debtor method. Correct? Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Now in this question, first we'll prepare what branch stock account. But now it will be at invoice price. Then branch debtor account. Branch debtor account. Then branch cash account. Are you able to follow? You are also preparing now. Don't be silent. Then can you say because goods are sent at what invoice price, we need to also prepare branch adjustment account. And we need to also prepare branch PL account. So this 5 account is mandatory. This 5 account is mandatory. Okay, sir. Chalega. Can we start? Yes, sir. So let's do split view. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Can you help me or I need to help myself by own? Okay, sir. Chalo. So first, can you see they have given opening cash? We done 2 balance brought down 10,000 and the closing cash is also given 10,000. Closing cash, I know that is given 10,000. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Chalega. Then opening debtor is given how much? 3,84,000. I am doing in full amount. So to opening cash, they have given, sorry, opening debtor, they have given 3,84,000. Okay, sir. Then they will stock at invoice price. It is 10,80,000. Write on 2. Balance brought down 10,80,000. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Then furniture and fitting. So you can prepare branch furniture and fitting account also. Correct. But it is not required. But let us prepare branch furniture and fitting account. Suppose they say prepare this also. So I am also explaining how to prepare branch fixed asset account. The opening balance given how much? 2 balance brought down. Opening balance given how much? Bolna rahi. It is 5 lakh. 5 lakh. Okay, sir. Then what is the goods sent to branch? How much goods sent to branch? Batao. Next point they have given goods sent to branch. Goods sent to branch. They have given 1 crore 32 lakh. Write down 1 crore 32 lakh. Okay. Then they have given how much goods returned. So write down buy goods sent to branch. This is return. How much? 72,000. 72,000. Understood? Are you able to follow? Yes, sir. This all information given. Then cash sales given. Written by branch cash. Branch cash. How much branch cash given? Bata. It is given. Means cash sales given. It is 9 lakh 70,000. It is 9 lakh. No, no. It is 97 lakh. Sorry. I should do in thousand only. 97 lakh. Okay, sir. 97 lakh. This will go to what? Cash. So we write on 2 branch stock. It is 97 lakh. Okay, sir. Then credit sales given 31 lakh 40,000. We write on buy in branch stock. We write on buy branch debtor. How much? 31 lakh 40,000. We write on debtor to branch stock. Debtor will increase 31 lakh 40,000. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then they have given cash collected by branch from credit customer. Means cash collected. We write down by branch cash collected how much cash collected batao? It is 28 lakh 42,000. 28 lakh 42,000. This will go to cash account. I will write on 2 branch debtor account 28 lakh 42,000. Yes sir. Then cash discount allowed to debtor. We write on by branch PL. Branch PL. And write on discount. Discount is given how much? Discount is 58,000. Write on 58,000. This will go to PL. This will go to PL. Come to PL. Write on 2 branch debtor. It is discount allowed. How much? 58,000. Yes sir. Then it is returned by customer. Returned by customer. I'll do this first. Bad debt. Let us do bad debt. So how much bad debt? The same. We write on branch PL. Bad debt. Bad debt is how much? It is 37,000. 1 second. It will go to PL account. Write on bad debt. 37,000. 37,000. This also done. Then coming to return by customer. Return by customer means your debtor will decrease and stock will increase. Branch stock account debit to branch debtor. Correct. Normally I have seen in this normally student do mistake. Normally. So be careful. Write on 2 branch debtor. Return by customer. How much? It is 1,02,000. And debtor will decrease to write on by branch stock 1,02,000. Yes sir. This also done. This also done. Then expense paid by branch. So your branch cash will decrease. You write on branch cash by branch expense, and that will be transferred to PL account. That will be transferred to PL account. Yes or no? Expense is what? 8,42,000. Or better you prepare one branch expense account because there is one outstanding expense also. Correct? So I will explain how to prepare branch expense account. Suppose they ask you to prepare branch expense account. Branch expense account. Correct? Means with this I am also explaining other account also. So can you say opening liability is nil? It is nil. Correct? And we write on 2 branch cash. 2 branch cash. How much? It is expense what? 8,42,000. 8,42,000. Understood this point? In branch cash already I have written now. 8,42,000 means from this it go to what? Branch expense. Means journal entry is what? Branch expense account debit to branch cash. Branch expense account debit to branch cash. Understood? Yes sir. This also you have understood. Then on 1st January branch purchase a new furniture. They purchase new furniture. So new furniture come to furniture account. We write on 2. Can you say when I am saying branch cash, so branch cash include branch bank also. So you can have branch cash and bank account. You write on branch cash and bank account. So don't worry about that. You write on branch cash or what? Achha, this cash is paid by whom? Branch purchased new furniture of rupees 1 lakh for which payment was made by head office. Oh, the payment was made by head office. Okay, branch cash account will not be affected. We have 2 HO cash or HO bank account because check. So you can have 2 HO bank account. So it will not affect your branch cash account. It will not affect your branch cash account. Correct? So it is how much? It was 1 lakh. So 1 lakh will increase. 1 lakh will increase. And this was purchased on 1st Jan 2002. 1st Jan 2002. This you remember? This was purchased on 1st Jan. Understood this point? Yes, sir. Then on 31st March 2002, branch expense amounted to rupees 6,000 were outstanding. Means there is some outstanding expense. What is journal entry of outstanding expense? Okay, journal entry of outstanding expense. Expense account debit to outstanding expense. So your expense will increase and your liability will also increase. So you should write down in branch expense 2 what? Outstanding expense. Yeah, branch outstanding expense. How much outstanding? It is what? How much? 6,000. So 6,000 your expense will increase. And can you say this? The balancing figure will be transferred to PL account. To write on branch PL account because all transactions we have already recorded. Branch PL account. The branch PL will be 842 plus 6. That is 8,48,000. 8,48,000 will be transferred to PL. 8,48,000 will be transferred to PL. Good question. 8,48,000 will be transferred to PL. We write down here to PL में to branch expense account 8,48,000. 8,48,000. This you have understood. Everyone respond. Have you understood branch expense account? Branch expense account have you understood? Bolo respond. Everything you are able to understand means whether I am teaching exceptionally well or you are a very good student. What is correct? Means no one is saying no sir, I have not understood. Everyone saying yes sir. Means are you listening or not? Or you are sleeping and writing yes sir? Are you able to follow me? बोलना रे. Understood this much? Oh ho. Thanks Naresh. But believe me, a teacher can be good only because of good student. That is only if I have good student, then only I will be a good teacher now. So basically, you are good student. The teacher may be anyone, but if you are a good student, you can understand anything. So I always appreciate student. Student just try to. I am teaching only accounts, but you are learning so many subjects. So you are always you're at your best because I have only knowledge about accounts because I am teaching only accounts. But you are learning accounts, audit, law, costing, FM, tax, IDT, GST. So many things. So you are actually super. I say super than me. Chalega? Yes, sir. The expense account you have understood. Now let us come to branch fee furniture. So can you see we write down branch depreciation? We write down depreciation and that will be transferred to PL account. Just write down by depreciation. So depreciation you to calculate. Now you can see they have given rate of depreciation. Rate of depreciation is how much? 16% per annum. 16% per annum. So this was purchased on 1/1. So on this you need to charge 3 month depreciation and on this you need to charge full month depreciation. Correct now? Means 12 month. So 5 lakh into 12%. How much? This 5 lakh into 12. Sorry, 16%. My mistake. 16% now. So 5 lakh into 16%. How much? 80,000. And 1 lakh into 12% into 3 by 12 will do. So 1 lakh into 12, sorry, 12%, why I'm saying, I don't know. So 1 lakh into 16%, 1 lakh into 16% into 3 divided by 12, it is coming 4,000. The total depreciation is 84,000. So we write down 84,000 and this depreciation will be transferred to PL and the closing balance will be 6 lakh minus 84,000, that is equal to 5 lakh 16,000. 5 lakh 6,000. 84,000 will come. 84,000 will be transferred to what? We run to branch furniture and fitting. In bracket you can run depreciation. Depreciation is 84,000. This also you have understood? Yes sir. Now let us come to branch stock account. So you can see branch stock account. Can you calculate surplus? Because they have not given sale price. Just try to understand. They have not given sale price. It means you can't calculate surplus. You can't calculate surplus. So they have given cost price, they have given invoice price, but they have not given surplus. Now again surplus is missing and closing stock is missing. Now one doubt will come. So balancing figure will be surplus or balancing figure will be closing stock. Are you getting what I mean? Because closing stock is also not given. Closing stock is also not given. In this doubt will come. So whenever, just try to understand, whenever sales price is not given and of course closing stock is not given, we'll assume the sales are made at invoice price. So you can see the sales are made at invoice price, if the sale has made an invoice price, so surplus will become 0. So in this case, surplus will be nil and the balancing figure will be closing stock. And you can see the balancing figure will come in debit side only. Check kar lo, this 10 lakh 80,000. Correct now. Just calculate it. It is coming how much? It is coming 24 lakh 70,000. Check karo how much it is coming. 24 lakh 70,000. Just check whether it is correct or not. Just check whether it is correct or not. Everyone. Some difference coming. Something I missed. 3140 9772 1080 13 lakh 20. Everything is correct. It's coming 1470. What answer we are getting? 1080 13,200 1020. Sorry. So it is 1470. I have done mistake. It is correct now. 14 lakh 70,000. This is correct. 14 lakh 70,000. Yes, sir. So closing balance you got. So what we have understood from this, you can see in this sale price not given. Sale price not given. So can you say the balancing figure can be surplus or closing stock? Because sale price not given. Now out of this, either surplus will be balancing figure or closing stock will be balancing figure. Both cannot be balancing figure. Now whenever sale price not given, always assume that sales are made at invoice price. So if sales are made at invoice price, surplus will be 0 and balancing figure will come in what debit in credit side only. That will be what closing stock. That will be closing stock. Got this point? Now we'll close branch debtor account. Branch debtor account will try to find out how much cash in this. What we'll find, because this is also given. I think no balance figure. Check karo. This is tallied only. 3 lakh 384 plus 3140 minus 2842 minus 58 minus 37. Correct? Acha. This is branch. So closing balance will be how much? By carried down, it is 4 lakh 85,000. 4 lakh 85,000. How much you got? Check karo. Whether it is coming 4 lakh 85,000 or not. The closing stock was not given. So yes, we have calculated correctly only. It is coming 4 lakh 85,000. Branch debtor account also closed. So closing balance was not given. We can calculate it. Now come to branch cash account. So in branch cash account, we can find out how much has been remitted to HO, to write on HO cash balance. We can find out. Everyone. It is HO cash is what? It is 1 crore 17 lakh. 1 crore 17 lakh. Check karo whether this amount is correct or not. So HO cash, it is coming same. Correct. Whatever has been remitted to HO, that you have calculated as balance sheet figure. Yes, sir. This much. So you can see all three account prepared. All three account prepared. Now we'll prepare branch adjustment account. Correct. So branch adjustment account means load. We write down buy opening stock reserve. Opening stock reserve. Now what was the opening stock? Opening stock was 10,000. So from this you need to eliminate load. The load margin was 20 and invoice price was 120. So we'll do 20. Opening stock was how much? Sorry, my mistake. Opening stock was 10 lakh 80,000. 10 lakh 80,000. Around 10 lakh 80,000 into 20 by 120. How much? It is coming 1 lakh 80,000. 1 lakh 80,000. Then Adam buy goods sent to branch. You need to eliminate from that. So what is the goods sent to branch? What is the amount? It is 1 crore 32 lakh. Adam 1 crore 32 lakh into 20 by 120. How much? Is coming 22 lakh. So write down 22 lakh. Understood. Then add on 2 goods sent to branch means any return is there. Yes, return is also there. What is the return? It is 72,000. From that also you need to eliminate load. So 72,000 into 20 divided by 120. How much? That is 12,000. Correct. There is no abnormal loss. If there is some abnormal loss, from that also you need to eliminate load. That you need to remember. Normally students do mistake. They do forget to eliminate load from abnormal loss. Understood? So there is no abnormal loss, so no elimination. But there is closing stock reserve. Write down closing stock reserve. So what is the closing stock? Already we calculated. Closing stock was how much? That was 14 lakh 70,000. Write down 14 lakh 70,000 into what? So 14 lakh 70,000 into 20 divided by 120. How much? It is 2 lakh 45,000. 2 lakh 45,000. And can you say surplus as per branch stock account is nil. So if surplus there, so surplus need to be also transferred, but surplus is nil as per branch stock account. Now the balancing figure of this will be gross profit, and this gross profit will transfer to what? PL account. So this gross profit will transfer to PL account. Got this point? So what can you give me? It is 180 plus 2,200 minus 12 minus 245. So what is the gross profit? Gross profit will be 21 lakh 23,000. Once again calculate whether it is correct or not. Bolo, is it correct? Yes. So 21 lakh 23,000. Yes, sir. Now this gross profit will be transferred to PL account. This 21 lakh 23,000. From this all the expense will minus karo, minus 58 minus 37 means 37,000. Correct? What was branch expense? 8 lakh 48,000 minus 8 lakh 48,000 minus 84. How much? It is 1096,000. So this will be profit. So net profit transferred to general PL account. General PL account. This becomes the profit. Understood? Have you understood stock and debtor? If stock are sent at invoice price, bolo. Have you understood? Got this point? Now from the same question I will do branch account means under debtor method, which was actually the requirement of the question. First let me see whether the profit is correct or not. Yes, the profit is correct. Now can we prepare branch account? The same question, you need to help me. Branch account. Yes, sir. The branch account already I have said only we need to record a transaction between head office and branch. So can you give me first all opening asset? To balance brought down. So to branch stock. Whatever given, just write down. It is, I'm writing in 1080 now. Okay, now. To branch debtor, opening balance is what? it is 384. To branch cash, it is 10, and to branch furniture and fitting will also come, that was 5 lakh. Correct. Yes, there was no opening liability. There was no opening liability. To balance, brought down, branch liability is nil. There is no opening liability. Okay. Then can you be to goods sent to branch? Goods sent to branch, how much? It is 1 crore 32 lakhs. Can you see? In this way, we need to eliminate load also. That elimination will do at the end. Then there is one goods return to goods sent to branch return is 72,000. Is 72,000. We write down 72. This you have understood? Yes, sir. Then can you say there was some furniture and fitting purchase and the payment was made by HO? The payment was made by HO. Correct now. So if the payment was made by HO, that is a transaction between branch and head office. Got this point? So we are adding. Correct now. Are you able to understand? So the journal into what? Because the payment has been done by HO. So it is as simple as cash sent by HO to return to HO, cash or bank, whatever you write down. To HO bank, it is 1 lakh to 100. Understood this point? Correct. Then there is one remittance to buy HO cash remittance that we have already calculated as a balancing figure. So what was the remittance? Batao. Remittance was how much? It is 1 crore 17 lakh, 1 crore 70 lakh. So write down 1 crore 70 lakh. So 1 crore 17 lakh. This will be from branch cash account. You need to prepare one memorandum branch cash account. You can see all the transaction has been done. Means can you see in this, cash sales will not come, credit sales will not come, cash collected will not come, cash discount will not come, cash collected from debtor will not come, return by customer will not come, bad debt will not come, expense will not come, nothing will come. Only this. Then we write down what? By carried down. But what is the branch stock closing balance? So that also we calculated from branch stock account. That will come. Whatever the closing stock? Closing stock was how much? It was 14 lakh 70,000. 14 lakh 70,000. So write down 1470. Then branch debtor account. That also we calculated as a balancing figure. So it means you need to prepare one debtor account. And we need to find out what is the closing debtor. That is 4 lakh 85,000. 4 lakh 85,000. Write down 485. Correct. Then branch cash account. Branch cash account. Can you say that is already given 10,000? And branch furniture and fitting. So closing balance already we calculated for furniture and fitting. How much we calculated? That was 5 lakh 16,000 after depreciation. The depreciation will not be recorded in branch account. Correct. But this closing balance will come with this automatically. The depreciation will be debited. So 5 lakh 16,000 item 516. 516. And can you see there is one closing liability also to carried down. There is one branch outstanding expense that will be closing liability. That is 6,000. That will also come. You can see everything written. Now, what you will do? You will do loading also. Loading you will do. You write down buy. You can add on opening stock reserve यहाँ पर to opening stock reserve. Opening stock reserve means what? Load on opening stock. So that will be 1080 into 20 by 120. Correct? So 1080 into 20 divided by 120. That is already calculated. I am once again calculating. Then you will eliminate load on goods sent to branch. So you write down buy goods sent to branch and in bracket write on load. Bracket write on load. So in this you need to calculate load. So that will be 13,200 into 20 divided by 120. How much? That is 2,200. Then on this 72 you need to find out load. Whatever is recorded in invoice price in that load. Correct now. 2 goods sent to branch. Bracket write on load. And 72 into 20 divided by 120. How much? It is coming 12. And then closing stock reserve. So closing stock reserve you can add on यहाँ पर stock reserve because closing stock is this side. So stock reserve will come in this side. Correct? It will be 1470 into 20 divided by 120. correct? Just do 1470 into 20 divided by 120, that is coming 245. Now just find out balance figure, that will be net profit transferred to general PL account, and same answer will come. Just check it, everyone check it. What answer is coming? 180 plus 72 plus 11,700 plus 2,200 plus 1470 plus 485 plus 10 plus 516 minus 1080 minus 384. You are also doing now. Minus 10 minus 500 minus 13,200 minus 100 minus 12 and minus 6 minus 245. It is what? Same answer is coming. You can see 1096 Jindabad. 1096. You can see here also we have calculated same, that is 1096. Got this point? Means once you have understood stock and debtor method, you have also understood branch account. And can you see, when you are only preparing branch account, then you have to prepare 3 working note: one branch stock account, branch cash account, branch debtor account as a working note, memorandum account to find out missing figure. Understood this? Batao. Have you understood or not? If you have understood this much, now I can explain one more method, that is final account system. Final account system is not so much important from examination point of view, but suppose they ask, you should be able to do it. Means from this question only I will explain what final account system. Final account system is very simple. Trading and PL account you need to prepare. Trading and PL account you need to prepare. But have you understood? Chalo. Now the same question I will explain final account method. Whenever final account method, it means you need to prepare trading and PL account as you used to do in Bachpan. With the same information, I will prepare trading and PL account. But what you write down first? To opening stock. Now you write down to opening stock at cost price. So when I am saying opening stock at cost price, means can I say eliminating load? Means opening stock will be what? 1080 minus 180. This is what? So 1080 minus 180. How much? 900. So opening stock will be 900. Then we write down 2 goods sent to branch. That will be also at cost price. At cost price. So goods sent to branch, how much? It is 13,200 minus load. Load is 2,200. So 13,200 minus 2,200. How much? 11,000. So write down 11,000. Correct? Understood? And can I say this should be actually net amount? Net amount. Or you can write down buy goods sent to branch here also. Basically, can I say it should be goods sent means 11,000 minus return. Net amount na. So minus return. Return is how much? 72,000. So 72,000 minus load. This should be also by eliminating load. So 72 minus 12 load. So 72 minus 12. How much? 60. So you'll do minus 60. Minus 60. So net goods sent to branch, net amount. This is the net amount. Understood? So that become 11,000 minus what? 60. How much? It is 10,940. Correct. Then can you write down sales? Sales. Yes, sales will include cash sales, credit sales minus sales return. So you need to find out sales. So sales find out from this, from the question only. The sales will be how much? You can see you need to come to branch stock account. So sales will be what? This is cash sales, this is credit sales, and this is sales return. So do it. It is 9,700 plus 3,140 minus 102. That is coming 12 lakh and how much? 1 crore 27 lakh 38,000. 1 crore 27 lakh. We can add on 1 crore 27 lakh 38,000. So this is net sales. Net sales. Understood? So this is nothing but cash sales plus credit sales minus sales return. Understood? Then add on closing stock. Closing stock. Closing stock will be at what? 1 second cost price to eliminate load. So closing stock is what 1470 minus load is what 245. So minus 245, how much is coming? 1225 is 1225. Done. You write on opening stock. This is nothing but purchase. This is nothing but sales. This is closing stock. So what will come? Gross profit. Gross profit is how much? Check karo. So 12738 plus 1225 minus 900 minus 10940 is coming how much? 12123. What was the gross profit we calculated? Batao. What was the gross profit we calculated? Stock and debtor method. Just check it. Just check it. Same answer we are getting now. It is nothing but 21. What I have done? This 21,23,000. Some mistake. Some mistake I have done. Check karo na. 900. Yeah, some mistake I have done. This is with 2123 means matching with our answer. Matching with our answer. The gross profit means whatever gross profit we calculated from branch adjustment account, tell it. Now we write down by gross profit. बचपन में कहते थे ना 2123. Now all the expenses whatever you have debited to PL account will come one by one. Can you give me all expense? One was discount allowed. How much? Means this all you write down. Whatever you have written in this PL account, all you write down and net profit will come. Means you can add on to buy discount, buy bad debt, buy branch expense, buy depreciation, net profit will come. This is what final account system. Understood? But be careful whenever you are drawing final account, means trading MPL account. So all the opening stock, goods sent to branch, closing stock, this all will be at cost price. Means by eliminating load. By eliminating load. Understood? It is 2123. It is not 2223. Just check it. Understood? Have you understood? Have you understood trading MPL account? Trading MPL account is very simple. Means it is as simple as what you used to do in your bachpan. Any doubt in this? So with this final account system also done, only now I have to explain wholesale branch method. Only one method under what? Dependent branch. So today I will do only dependent branch. Today I will take only dependent branch. Okay? Bolo. Can I proceed? Can I proceed, everyone? Everyone respond. Have you understood this much or not? Then only I can proceed. Opening stock 900. How it is calculated? You are asking. This is what? Invoice price minus load. Means opening stock was how much? 1080 minus 180 load. So 1080 minus 180. It is how much? 900 only. Got this point? So whatever you are recording in trading account, that will be at cost price. So opening stock, goods sent to branch, good return to head office, closing stock, all will come at cost price. So eliminate load in trading account only. Got this point, Ashwini? Okay. Got this point? Can I proceed? Chalo, done. Now let us come to once again in this. So can you say in stock and debtor method, I have explained branch stock account. Till now we have not done any question in which sale price is given. If sale price is given, so can you see you can calculate surplus by using this formula. Formula will be what? Keep sales into surplus divided by what? Sale price. Surplus is nothing but sale price minus invoice price. This formula used will be used to find out surplus. See the sale price given in the question, correct? Now this sale price, this sales, the total sales is what? Cash sales plus credit sales minus sales return. In this we can apply this formula. Sometimes they say that cash sales are made at invoice price and credit sales are made at sale price. If the cash sales are made at invoice price, so no surplus on that, then in that case only take credit sales minus sales return. Understood? So if you want, I can take that type of question also. You want me to take one question of that nature? You want me to take one question of that nature, then only I will take. Bolo. Have you understood that you want me to take one question of that type? 222 आ रहा है, कैसे आ रहा है? नो नो नो, कैसे आ रहा है? देखो 900 प्लस 10940 minus 12738 minus 1225. I am getting 2123. How you are getting this? Check करो आप कुछ you have written some wrong amount. 900 goods sent to branch. This is what 10940. देखो हमने क्या किया 11,000 minus 60 किया है. We have done 11,000 minus 60. Got it? You want me to take one question in which we need to calculate surplus by using formula? If you say yes, then only I will take. Otherwise, I'll proceed to last method, that is wholesale price method. Let me first explain wholesale by price method. Okay. So you have understood branch debtor account, branch cash account, branch expense account. Already I have prepared. What I have done, I am repeating. So we have done branch expense account debit to branch cash, means whatever expense made by cash, that will come. Any expense paid by HO, that will be branch expense account debit to HO cash. Branch expense account debit to HO cash. Any expense outstanding, already I have done one question. Branch expense account debit to branch expense outstanding, and this total will be transferred to PL. This account you have understood. Suppose they ask you to prepare branch expense account as we have done in the last question. Then branch fixed asset also we have done to opening balance, and they can be any purchase. So to branch cash or bank or HO cash or bank it can come, and then by depreciation this will become closing balance. This also we have done. Goods sent to branch. Sometimes they ask you to prepare goods sent to branch. So goods sent to branch is nothing but uh, can I say you need to record goods sent to branch in this account. So what journal entry we have done for goods sent? We have done branch stock account debit to goods sent to branch. Branch stock account debit to goods sent to branch. So we write down by branch account with the goods sent. Correct. If the goods are returned, then what journal entry we have done? Goods sent to branch stock account. So we write down goods sent to branch with to branch stock account. This is a good return. Then can I say from this will eliminate load? From this will eliminate load. So goods sent to branch adjustment account. That is what load elimination. So if you are eliminating load from goods sent, so journal entry become goods sent to branch adjustment account. Goods sent to branch account debit to branch adjustment account. And if you are eliminating from the goods return, then it will come yahan pe, and this will be adjusted with the trading account or purchase account. Trading account or purchase account. But normally they don't ask. Don't ask goods sent to branch account. If they ask, you need to do in this way. Sometimes they ask stock reserve account. This is important, stock reserve account. So just try to understand. Can you say opening stock reserve will be opening balance and closing stock reserve will be closing balance? Only to transfer this opening stock reserve to branch adjustment account and the closing stock reserve to branch adjustment account. So first write on opening stock reserve यहाँ पर, closing stock reserve यहाँ पर. This will be transferred to branch adjustment account and this will be also transferred to branch adjustment account. This is stock reserve account. This is stock reserve account. Understood? Chalega. Then this is what final account method. You can see branch trading and PL account. So opening stock at cost price, goods sent from head office at cost price, deduct goods returned to head office. This you can read. This is the format of branch trading and PL account. Okay. What is the format of branch account? That also, if I say branch account is this format, to all opening asset, to all opening liability, then to goods sent to branch. Correct now, goods sent to branch, then goods returned to branch, then cash, goods returned by branch means goods returned to head office, then cash remitted to head office, cash remitted to head office. Correct. And then any expense paid by head office, any branch expense paid by head office, yeah, any cash sent to branch will come यहाँ पर to bank. Then all the closing asset will come यहाँ पर, all the closing liability will come यहाँ पर. Then loading, elimination load. This is load from goods sent to branch. This is what? This is what? Closing stock reserve. This is opening stock reserve. Correct now, you need to eliminate and this will be transferred. The balancing figure will transfer to general PL account. This is what branch account. The format is very simple. Once you have understood the question, the format you can understand by rote. Now let us come to the last method. That is what? Wholesale price method. Now in case of wholesale price method, what we do? Whenever question says like that, the goods are sent at a wholesale price, it means it is a question of wholesale sale branch method. Or sometimes the question says calculate profit of branch at branch. Profit of branch at branch, then it means we need to apply wholesale price branch method. Let me take one question. From that question I will explain. This is only a specific type of question. You can see this question, and this is common in exam. Whenever they ask 4 marks question, it means you need to do this. Mr. Rahul operate a number retail outlet to which goods are invoiced at wholesale price, which is cost plus 25. Means cost price is 100. Wholesale price is what? 125. The outlet sell goods at retail price, which is wholesale price plus 20%. So retail price is what? 125 into 20% plus kar do, means 150 is the retail price. Correct. Following information is given: opening stock, good invoice to outlet, gross profit made by outlet, good loss by fire, expense, and closing stock. You are required to prepare following account. Then you can see they have said outlet stock account and outlet PL account. Whenever they say outlet PL account without outlet adjustment account, means just try to, whenever you are not preparing adjustment account, means you are not eliminating load. When you are not eliminating load, means you are not adding load. Load is the profit of head office, which is earned by head office by sending the goods to branch. Means if you are not adding load to the surplus, it means it is a profit made by branch at branch. So whenever they ask outlet PL account, it means we are calculating profit of branch at branch without adding load. Means there is no need to add load. When you are adding load, so that is the profit made by HO from branch. Correct now, when you are adding load. Correct. So when they ask only PL account, it means it is the wholesale price method. However, you have understood that you need to, this is sent at wholesale price. In this case, you are not supposed to prepare outlet adjustment account. Means you will prepare outlet stock account and outlet PL account. So how? Opening stock is given 30,000, return 30,000. Closing stock is then 36,000, closing stock return 36,000. Then goods invoice 3,24,000. 3,24,000. Good sent. Correct now. Then good loss means abnormal loss is given to return abnormal loss 18,000. Abnormal loss 18,000. Correct. Then they have given what? You can see they have given gross profit. They have given gross profit made by outlet. Gross profit made by outlet is nothing but surplus. So surplus is the profit made by branch at branch. So that becomes surplus. So you return surplus means gross profit यहाँ पर लिख दिया. So you can see sales can be calculated as balance sheet figure. So we have calculated sales as a balance sheet figure from this particular account. So sales has been calculated as a balance sheet figure. So sales calculated as balance sheet figure. Understood? Have you understood? Now we'll prepare outlet PL account. The outlet PL account means GP. Can you say abnormal loss will be transferred यहाँ पे abnormal loss to abnormal loss and all the expense. How much expense given? So expense. Sorry, 1 minute. My mistake. In this abnormal loss was not given. Now, can you say abnormal loss is not given, but we can find out sales. How can we find out sales? Because they have given gross profit, so we can find out sales. What was the gross profit given? 60,000 is the gross profit. Correct. And you can see the 60,000 gross profit and retail price is 150 and wholesale price 125. So you can see this is the gross profit. Gross profit. Are we able to do this? Gross profit means what? Sale price minus invoice price. So wholesale price nothing but invoice price in this case. Correct now. So you can see the profit is 25. So you need to calculate 150 from 25. So what you will do? Into 150 divide by 25. You can calculate what sales. So 60,000 into what? 150 divide by what? 25. This is coming what? 3,60,000. So from this outlet stock account, you can easily calculate abnormal loss as a balance sheet figure. So we have calculated abnormal loss as a balance sheet figure because that was not given in the question. Have you understood why? How we have calculated sales? Because the gross profit means surplus of branch at branch was given. The gross profit, when they are saying gross profit made by outlet means branch, made by outlet means branch, it means that is surplus. So surplus is given, so you can find out sales. Why? Because the retail sales was made at 150 and goods are sent at 125. It means sale price is at 150 per unit. 150 per unit. So gross profit is given how much? It is given how much? 60,000. So what you have done? You need to find out 150 divided by 25. This is the total sales. Understood? Correct. And this abnormal loss will be transferred here. Expense is given how much? 60,000. Expense given 20,000. So expense will be charged to PL account and you can see you can calculate profit. So this is the profit of branch at branch. Profit of branch at branch. Understood? Have you understood this point? Yes, sir. Now in this also they have asked stock reserve account. You can see they have asked stock reserve account. So stock reserve account, can you see you can calculate opening stock reserve in this? Closing stock reserve on this. First, can you give me opening stock reserve? So your load is how much? 25 and your invoice price is 125. So what you will do? 30,000 into 25 divided by 125. How much it is coming? That is 6,000. So this become opening stock reserve. Similarly, you can find out closing stock reserve 36,000 into 25 divided by 125. That is 7,200. So you got opening stock reserve and closing stock reserve. This become opening balance 6,000. You can see we have written 6,000 and we have written what? Yeah, closing stock reserve 7,200. So buy balance brought down and to balance carried down, and this will be transferred. This will be transferred to what? To either branch adjustment account or directly to HOPL account. HOPL account means load can be transferred to HOPL account means general PL account. Whenever we are maintaining stock and debtor method, this is transferred to branch adjustment account. Correct. Whenever we are maintaining debtor method, so this is transferred to branch account. So you can say to branch and by branch. Whenever it is any other method, we transfer to HOPL account. You can understand this way. Just try to understand. Whenever we say stock and debtor account, so load is transferred to what? Branch adjustment account. Whenever debtor method, load is transferred to branch account. Whenever any other method, load is directly transferred to general PL account. General PL account means HOPL account. So you need to understand which method. When I am saying stock and debtor method, then opening stock reserve and closing stock reserve is transferred to branch adjustment account. When I am saying debtor method, opening stock reserve and closing stock reserve is transferred to branch account. Any other method, load is transferred to a general PL account. Because this is any other method, you can see in the solution, they have written what to general PL account or HOPL account. Got this fine? Have you understood? So with this, we completed the entire concept of what? Dependent branch. So today only we have done dependent branch. I hope this much only. Do some question by your own. You want one question of that surplus. Let me take one question. तो हो जाएगा चलो, because I don't have that type of question in my expected question. Correct. Let me see. Some question is there. No, I don't have. So it means I need to take some question from my book, but I don't have book right now. Oh, 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 oh. Chalo. What I will do, I will take question tomorrow. I'll take one question tomorrow. Okay. You do some practice by your own. So what we'll do tomorrow, we are also meeting for the same branch account. We'll do independent branch and foreign branch. Correct now. So you just do some practice. If any doubt, you can ask me tomorrow. We'll take some question tomorrow. I don't have that type of question right now with me. So I'll make sure that tomorrow I'll take one question of that. Okay, sir. I hope you have understood. Have you understood or not? Have you enjoyed or not? Bolo. Have you understood this? So tomorrow what we'll do, we'll take independent branch. Then if time permit, we'll take foreign branch. Got this fine? Bolo. I am not understanding abnormal loss. What you are not understanding about abnormal loss? In this last question you are asking abnormal loss? Last question, abnormal loss was a balancing figure in that. Actually, I have not seen the question properly that time. So abnormal loss, you can see that was not given the question. You can see good loss by fire, that abnormal loss was not given. So abnormal loss has been calculated as a balancing figure. Understood? So abnormal loss is calculated balancing figure. This is given, this is given, this is given, this is given. This we calculated. So abnormal loss will be balancing figure, because that in the question they have given question mark. Understood? Aswini is saying, I have a doubt in AS22. In case we keep accumulated depreciation, accounting depreciation and tax depreciation, then we take DTL or DTA. Normally just try to understand depreciation as per tax will be higher than depreciation as per books. That you know. So if depreciation as per tax is higher, it means more expense are allowed in this year and which will be disallowed in future. When it is disallowed in future, so you are paying higher tax in future. If you are paying higher tax in future, it means right now you need to create DTL. You will create DTL right now, and subsequently that DTL will be reversed. Subsequently that DTL will be reversed. Understood? Aswani, have you understood now? When I am saying tax depreciation, suppose your tax depreciation is 1 lakh. Suppose your tax depreciation is 1 lakh and your accounting depreciation is what? 80,000. So in the current year, how much excess depreciation allowed? 20,000 allowed, which will be disallowed in future. So when it is disallowed in the future, you are paying higher tax. When you are paying higher tax in future, right now you will create DTL. And when this is reversed, you will reverse the DTL. You reverse the DTL. Understood, Aswini? Aswini, got this point? I hope you have understood this much only. Okay. So today this much only. Can I wind up today, if you permit? Aswini is saying thank you, sir. I am also saying thank you. Thank you very much to everyone. I hope Today, whatever I have done, you have understood. We'll meet tomorrow once again. Correct now. With a topic that is independent branch. If the time permit, then we'll do foreign branch also. Bye bye. All the best for your preparation. Love you all.